Some sort of ghost following her? No loot. Oh, what the hell? Wait. We have something to activate there, looks like. Why? Isn't that the room we went through? We cheated our way up? Let's go down to 1. I want to cheat my way back up and see if there's a solution. Something hidden. Hi. Oh, what is here? Oh. Alright. Lure number 2. Not here. Oh, come on. This makes me sad. How did I get up there? First through this spot here and then running around. Nice. Then we went all this way trying to dodge this. We dodged this. And we flew up. Nice. This room was blocked. Oh, what the fuck? How did you get up here? They're just spawning, huh? Okay, then this here confuses me. This confuses me. What is that elevator? Only has 2 places to be. The Blackrock Quarry and Blackrock Processing. Oh, so the door I saw was the one blocked to me. Oh, I'm so not supposed to be here. Don't break anything. Okay, this is definitely... You little shits. They know. It's probably not even that they know. It's just every door they knew you couldn't really reach before a certain chapter. They just locked it with the certain chapter item. Oh boy. This is probably the door we saw with the elevator. And this just sends me back. Confusing. Trying to remember where this is again. Oh, okay, here. Wait, what? Oh, okay, this sends me... Oh, this is the start of the game. The map. So confused. This is what we saw. I don't know who thought this entire level design up, but fucking hell. I've played so many games and this is one of the more confusing ones. Don't even know where I am right now. Oh, this sends me back the elevator up. I mean, I could teleport, but I'm already here. Containment sector? What? Well, I'm maintenance right now, and executive was where the guy, the first, where we started the game. Maintenance sector access corridor. I want to see where the maintenance sector then is. I want to talk with this other guy. Parish? Oh. This one opened up. Alright. Oh my god. Parish. I need to talk to you, man. Should we be happy now that this won't explode in his face? Hey, this guy's still alive. She's back.
Look alive.
It's her.
Director on deck.
It's her.
God, if that thing blows.
Crew feels a lot safer when you're around.
Yeah, but nothing?
I should be going.
Wait, what?
Right. You gotta lock down the lift.
Looks at me so mean when I turned around. Okay. I guess we didn't actually stop the nuke. It's interesting. This place up here, I'm not supposed to be there, huh? Because we have not reached the point to reach that yet. To go there yet. Means I need to abandon this one. We are not in the maintenance sector. This one probably too, because we are not in the executive. Let's see, we did drop this one, we drop this one. Maintenance sector again. Alright, let's visit Pope. I think her name was Pope.
Their son Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Well, we saw him point the gun at himself. I don't even know.
You made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown. Let's talk, Emily. Yes, of course.
Still looking if I find my portrait up there.
Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
I don't
But
know.
we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
And that's a
What
long
happened to
time.
the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes, but one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Why did you not give me this earlier?
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now.
Oh my
And
god.
when time comes, I will come calling.
He's the devil. He's like the devil. So Polaris. My first guess was his name came from a Polaroid. Because, you know, he came from a projector slide. It would kind of make sense, but I guess it's just a guiding star. I suppose since Polaris knew about how to protect himself against the hiss and her, that he's probably related to them. Whoever it is, whatever it is,
Hi,
whoever
Jesse.
she is, she's probably maybe part of them. Did I already ask these points? I think I did. No, wait.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought up a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
He's annoyed.
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. Yet one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here?
There must have been a lot of pressure to suddenly build up in that room. Everyone just getting thrown against the walls with the water. Jesus. Pope's role.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
Does sound like a lot of fun, like always finding something new, exciting. Oh, that would be cool. Ocean View Motel and Casino. Tell
What
me.
exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. I mean, look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
Not sure about parallel universe. I don't know, that's a little far-fetched. I don't know how she gets from that point to that point. Could just be a little teleporter, you know? Doesn't have to be parallel universe. What control points? What are
can you
these?
tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Now, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of. Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
She's
Let's
loving it.
hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Literal,
Okay.
honest to
It's
God
just-
teleportation.
Wow. This blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
She's having so much fun with that.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
I mean, I can see why. Like, you've learned all your life science and all the strict rules, and suddenly all of that gets turned upside down. That's just...
Pope has asked us to document his incantation, as she calls it,
You mean like in person?
in person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
Alright, I think for now... What are you doing here? He moved. He still doesn't blink. I'm watching you, sir.
A lot of these questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Here? But we don't have the proper facilities.
Maybe we can bring in an observation unit from the containment sector. I'll put in a request with Pope.
I don't think there's much going on to request things yet. I don't think this structure exists. People are gone. Wait, is that a note? It just appeared out of nowhere. Examination of paranatural topics, collective conscious. Collective conscious is defined as a form of unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From there arises unconscious knowledge leaking us through our ancestral heritage. Through this collective unconscious, we all knowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief is the power of image shared by a massive population is redacted, and the creation of altered items and objects of power. The sheer amount of redacted executed is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with a massive amount of redacted. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. The more you believe something, the more likely it can actually exist. Which is strange. Because wouldn't it mean like superheroes would exist in this world? Wouldn't they eventually just start to exist? Since it has millions of, actually probably hundreds of millions of followers, let's say. People that actually think they exist. Actually, no, not exist. Maybe this is why we don't have them, because they don't actually think they exist and now it's fiction. That could be how it's not here. That's sad. The oldest house, but why would not horror things exist? Like, people have that fear for them, don't they? Wouldn't this make every horror character exist somewhere? Huh. The oldest house imposes certain limitation on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technology instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Wait, didn't we read this already? I think. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even these are often unreliable. The power of collective unconscious is taken into account. It could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the culture redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at a too fast pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology intends to disappear and break here. Something's quite violent here. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. I swear I read that already. I did get it. And it said unread, not read yet. I'm sure there's nothing new. I'm too lazy to go through all the rooms now.
I heard the Hiss attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the plant attracted them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the Hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it uses.
What do you mean? It has to be a fusion reactor. There's no other way to create that kind of energy output, right?
Okay, this is making me suspicious. If they mention that, it has to mean something. You always, if you ever do writing...
If they occupy a host's mind and utilize their skills, then the Bureau's number of combat staff just became our biggest liability.
Okay, lady.